City, Broadway is extending its COVID rules to try to keep the shows up and running. The Broadway League announced today all 41 theaters will keep their mask and vaccine requirements in place at least through April. Theaters will also require proof of full vaccination for kids 5 to 11-year-olds. That rule begins later this month. Several of Broadway's biggest shows, including Hamilton and Aladdin, canceled performances over the past month because of COVID outbreaks among cast and crew. Now some shows are adapting and taking creative new steps to help fill empty roles. Here's CNBC's Leslie Picker.
10-year-old Corey J usually plays young Simba in The Lion King on Broadway, but one day last week, all the girls playing young Nala were out. So the stage manager suggested Corey fill in.
At first, I didn't know if I wanted to do it because it's not easy doing a role that you never really have done before.
He didn't fit in the costume, so he wore all black. He carried a script on stage for part of the show. In the end, he received a standing ovation.
It was going to be kind of sad if I didn't want to do it because then the curtains would have to close. The curtains have been closed for so long, and now that they're opened back up, I wouldn't want to see them close again.
Omicron has made it harder for the show to go on. The contagious variant has sickened so many members of the Broadway community that many performances have been canceled. Some shows have closed for good. Casting directors like Patrick Goodwin have seen the panic firsthand.
There have definitely been a few calls that have been that have told us we're in a dangerous situation and may have to cancel the production. Is there anyone that you know of that may have auditioned before that we didn't hire or that is newly available that you think could jump in at the drop of a hat if we needed them to?
Even when that hat belongs to a well-known witch. Wicked's female lead was out, as were her two understudies. The show called Carla Stickler, who was driving to Michigan for the holidays to reprise the role of Elphaba. She hadn't performed it on Broadway since 2015.
I was like, okay, before we say yes, I need to sing through everything and make sure that my voice sounds okay, that I feel confident that I can do this. And so I gave him a little concert in the car.
For the past few years, Carla has worked as a software engineer in Chicago. But when Omicron burst through Broadway, Stickler found herself in green once again, relying on muscle memory to defy gravity.
She kind of lives in my bones. I don't think I'll ever forget how to do Elphaba.
In the meantime, show closures and a skittish audience have caused box office sales to plummet. According to the Broadway League, the industry grossed just $14 million during the usually lucrative Christmas week. That's about a quarter of the sales generated during the same period in 2019. The figure rebounded a bit last week, but still nowhere near pre-pandemic levels. Shep.
Leslie, thanks.